Well, welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you taking the time to tune in and watch my videos. Today we have a relatively short video, but it's a video requested by one of my viewers. Recently, a viewer had asked me, Hunting Farmer, would you be willing to do a video showing exactly how you set up your trail cameras? And more specifically, a trail camera that has a viewing screen that opens up when you open up the lid to the trail camera. That's today's video. So as you can see, trail cameras come in many different shapes and sizes. There are a ton of different manufacturers out there and many different models. No matter which trail camera you have, they usually come down to one of two different designs. Now, one of those designs, and probably my favorite, when you open up the trail camera cover, the lens stays stationary. You open up a cover and it accesses the display screen here. You can turn it on or off and access the menu, but the most important part is the lens stays stationary. Another variation to this design is the whole cover would open, but regardless, your lens is going to stay stationary. This makes setup a breeze. You can strap this to the tree, and although you got to get a little creative by standing off to the side, you can still see this screen and see exactly what this lens is seeing when you're setting up your trail camera. That makes getting the right angle and getting the right field of view easy. Having that display screen and the lens stay stationary, that's one design and probably my favorite. But today's video and the question I was asked is the second design. In this design, you open up your trail camera, and when you open it up, the lens swings out of the way. So if you have this mounted to a tree or in a mounting location and you open it up to turn it on and set up your camera, as you can see, the lens is facing completely opposite direction. That makes it very difficult, in fact impossible, to use this lens and the live view to help set up your camera. You have no idea what type of angle you have it set up at, if you have the proper field of view and exactly the location that you want the animals to walk through. You don't know how that's centered, and to try and get the right picture or the right video becomes very difficult. Now, there's several ways that you can overcome that. I'm going to show you a couple of different options, and then I'm going to tell you exactly how the Hunting Farmer does it. So I have my trail camera strapped to the tree here like I typically would, and when I open up the trail camera to see the display screen, obviously the lens swings around and is pointed in the totally wrong direction. This is no help whatsoever when you want to get the correct field of view, and sometimes just the smallest change in angle can be a dramatic difference in whether you're going to have your wildlife centered in your photo or video. That makes things very difficult with this design. Now, one option to overcome that, or a quick tip, is to use your cell phone. Simply open up the camera on your cell phone and close the housing of the trail camera. Now, with this idea, you want to take the lens of your cell phone camera and place it as close to that lens as possible. Now, every trail camera has different designs and molding, but keep in mind there should be a flat surface right here, right where the lens is, and you want to make your cell phone as straight to that as possible. And simply take a picture, and then you can open up and view the picture. Now, this isn't a perfect plan, and it's not perfect every time, but it does work, and it's a quick and easy way to see if you have in frame what you think you have in frame. Now, keep in mind that works best if you can keep this as straight as possible with this lens. That'll give you the same field of view. Now, keep in mind each trail camera lens has a different width and a different angle, and that may vary slightly from your cell phone lens, but this gets you in the ballpark, and it's a quick and easy way. But now on to how I personally set up my trail cameras. I don't use the cell phone method. I found my method works just as easy, and it seems to be just as quick. I simply put the camera on the setup mode. Almost any trail camera that has this display screen will also allow you to manually operate the shutter. That is, it'll allow you to take a picture or a video. Simply make sure you're in video mode and then start the video. I then close the lid, and then this allows me to walk in front of this trail camera. I can walk back and forth, and that gives me a real good idea on how the trail camera is exactly what it's seeing and how high I have it pointed. At that point, I can come back then and stop the video. At this point, it's as simple as going into the playback setting then and play back the video that you just took. This gives you the exact field of view, and it lets you know whether you need to adjust it up or down or left and right. Of course, if there's any adjustment needed, every person that runs a trail camera uses a stick, either little stick or fat stick. Jam that in behind there, get the perfect angle. It's crude, but it works. So as you can see, that's a quick and easy way and a method that I use personally to set up my trail cameras. No need to have a laptop or to try and pull the SD card out of the camera to see how you have it set up. Simply put it in manual mode and take a video, then use the playback option to see exactly what your field of view is. Well, I hope you found this video useful. I appreciate you taking the time to watch here to the end. It's starting to rain. I'm going to find a dry place to go. But first, I want to thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.